Be here for our figurine giveaway. Look to the game and get a figurine of your favorite mascot. Hey, now, Nation, if you're considering joining us for future Warriors games, the time to get your tickets is now. Just visit our website, stop by the ticket booth for more information. The National Basketball Association and Golden State Warriors are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fines, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper means.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at Dallas. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And I think for Golden State, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, C.J. McCollum out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Olynyk. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the 5 down low. And for the Warriors, Draymond Green is out there with Butler. Then it's Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Peyton in at the 3. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
McCollum with the ball.
I got him.
And it's Curry with the rebound. Here's the Warriors with the ball. MP finds Butler. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
And Butler just taking that motion right through contact.
Williamson outside. Pass to Messi. Unloads from 13. McCollum no good. And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room. And he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
Hey, you look how Jimmy Butler stays committed on that play, ready to overcome the defender and still take the shot.
Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
We'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but, you know, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Clock at 2. Here's Messi. Warriors with the rebound.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And that one's good, Henry. And for MP, we've got some very big news to share. He signed his first shoe endorsement contract.
And I'm told MP went with New Balance. They must have had a very enticing pitch to get an in-demand guy like MP to sign with them.
And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Floats one up.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Henry's got his second basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Misi. New Orleans moving it around. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Well, their pass to Green. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
And timeout called by Willie Green. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
For C.J. McCollum. Good season for him last year. He's averaged 20 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when a star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Misi, the shot, no good. Great D that time from Green. Payton kicks to Curry. Nailed from three-point land.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now here's Williamson. To end the cold streak. 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. When it comes to players who like having... Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, DA. And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Different look here for the Warriors. Here's Jackson Davis.
Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
So for New Orleans right now, we've got Trey Murphy. He's out there with Jose Alvarado. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 4-man position.
Yeah, we talk so much about Curry being the best shooter after he makes a 3, but there's a lot more to it. I mean, this guy is also the most accurate free throw shooter of all time. So it's pure no matter where it comes from.
Here's Robinson Earl. Scoreless thus far.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here we go, one-on-one. in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Showing some strength on that bucket. Murphy getting better at fending off contact.
Curry finds Moody. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Golden State basketball.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. Gary Payton comes in for Moses Moody. Olynyk, he's checked in for the Pelicans. McCollum comes in for Jose Alvarado. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. MP kicks to Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Drills it from outside. Curry's got 11 points.
This is why Steph Curry is virtually unguardable. When he's sinking those kind of shots, it just devastates you defensively.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
2 points, that one goes. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Warriors?
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Pass to Green. Back to Payton. And Payton throws it down.
Yeah, he's a small guy out there. At least it feels that way, but GP2 can finish like he's a 7-footer.
Brett, when you look at New Orleans, they've only finished higher than a 5th seed once in franchise history.
Yeah, Kevin, that was all the way back in 2008 when they finished as the 2nd seed. And at that time, they were still the Hornets. And I remember playing against that team as CP3 was leading that charge. This team will be back. They've got the pieces to get there.
Curry gets the bucket.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
There's 53 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Over in the corner, Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to McCollum. From outside, off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Green. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 4 assists now tonight.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's McCollum. His last outing, 16 points for him. Takes a 3. The Warriors pull it in. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, I talked to the assistant coaching staff. What they were stoked about is that the bench guys came in and played well. So punch off the bench, a big factor in that win.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
You know, for the Pelicans, right now a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages. And going back now to that first half, You could say things are going extremely well for the Warriors.
I love how they've kept the ball moving. Make the defense play musical chairs out there.
Musical chairs? I think you mean hot potato because they're burning that D.
Whoa, Arnie.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So it's the Warriors now. We've got Stephen Curry, Butler out there with Payton. Then there's Draymond Green, and it's Henry in at the two-guard spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. Outside, Green to the paint, pulls up, and MP gets it to go on the assist by Green. MP's got 10 points in the game. Here's McCollum. Brent, when I think of those title teams of the Golden State Warriors, clearly you think of the Currys and Thompson, and maybe at the top of that list, the importance of Draymond Green.
Well, there's no doubt, Kevin, that the lean on for Golden State defensively and to be as good as they were on that end of the floor falls on the shoulders, and the very capable ones, of Draymond Green. I mean, he took on all challengers and elevated the confidence of players like Steph and Clay. So Draymond's defense, elite and leading to titles.
MP dishes to Curry. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's McCollum. And Curry pulls it down. Golden State's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Payton surveying the floor. Pass to Butler. Outside for Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Curry's got 5 points now this quarter.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
McCollum outside. Here's Williamson. Lays it up off the glass.
And Williamson's energy just incredible, which is what makes him such a force on the offensive glass.
Outside, Payton. A 3 from MP. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
From deep. Kept alive. Here's Misi, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And it goes on Draymond Green. Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The Warriors have been trying to win a championship while also developing young talent. And Brent, that's a tough thing to do.
Yeah, really hard to do because of the established players in front of you. How do you find time for guys who are going to be inconsistent and make mistakes? That coaching staff knows how important piling up every regular season win is in terms of your positioning in the playoffs. And we'll see if this year they take another stride and those guys become more comfortable in their roles to help support the stars they've had for so many years.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. And here's MP for 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. MP's got 13.
MP stretching out the defense.
1:24 left in the third. McCollum against MP. Can't hit from in close.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Count that bucket. 6 points for Butler.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Misi. Here's McCollum. The three-pointer no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
44 seconds left in the third. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Again, McCollum missing.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Now here's Curry. He's got 20. Just 4 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Well, this is a gravity game right now. Whatever he throws up must come down. He's having a great game.
Substitution on the court.
He's checked in for the Warriors. Zion Williamson's checked in for New Orleans. Trey Murphy comes in for McCollum. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Setting the floor now for the Pelicans. Zion Williamson is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Jose Alvarado. And it's Boston in at the shooting guard. And the Pelicans miss again.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
With his finesse and his power, Kuminga can make it real tough inside.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Williamson, the pass to Alvarado. A three-pointer off the mark. The Warriors have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Henry misses.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin. And it's a shame because, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players looking back at the statistics from any given season deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Williamson outside. Nice defense from Kuminga.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Majemski on the wing. He's defended by Alvarado. Trains it from beyond the arc.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Majemski with it. Right side, Kuminga. Back to Pajemski. 3 on the clock. Shoots over Alvarado. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the final quarter. He can't get that one to fall. On offense, here are the Warriors. This run now up to 13-2. Pajemski finds MP. Another 3 for Golden State.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Pass to Alvarado. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Pajemski. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
You earned that one.
Another day, another win. Good work.